Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They got 21 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show. Not the food, though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Bryan, and Reaves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
I don't care what anyone says, it still slaps.
Are people saying that it doesn't?
No one's saying it. That's why I don't care what people are saying.
Because they're
saying
the same thing as you.
Yeah, they're saying the same thing as me. That intro slaps.
I don't care what people say because they say the same thing as me. So I don't care that they're saying it because I'm just going to say the same thing over again.
Yeah, you're an echo chamber. Welcome to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. I'm your host, Jamal. I'm always here every single time. Reaves is also here. He's fiddling with his headphones, I think. You heard Bryan talk way out of turn, but he's
you
here
said
as well.
something when you say you that wasn't rhetorical.
For me, it was because I was like, I'm in host zone right now. Surely, third mic won't
No one will respond
pipe
to what
in
I'm
here.
saying.
I'll just be able to have some time to myself. Notice how Reaves didn't pop in, so
No, he's staying pretty quiet.
Respecting the space, giving the space. I just wish, one of these days, you do know that it's the end of the fiscal year, so we are doing end of year reviews now. So
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel pretty secure in my position. You brought in people to replace me that didn't work.
Well, no, I just couldn't get them here every week.
That's right. They just didn't want to commit to it.
Every one of them said, I love this, can't do every week. And I was like, damn.
Either way, still here, still standing.
Yeah,
so
sitting. So Bryan's here.
Yep.
I'm here. Reaves is getting his audio situation figured out. Bryan did a very fun thing right before recording and said that he was sick.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he meant that to say that, bear with him in this episode. Give him some grace. And
I'm going to bring it.
I will give you some grace, too.
I'm going to do the Jordan flu game situation here. I'm still going to rise to the occasion. As we all know, it was the Jordan diarrhea game after watching the Bulls documentary.
So stop calling it the flu game. It's the diarrhea game.
It was the poo game. It's officially the poo game now.
Yeah. That's why his tummy hurt, because
he ate the pizza.
He ate bad pizza. Also,
no one else ate the pizza.
Also,
only he ate the pizza.
Man, did he normalize eating pizza before a big game?
All the players are doing it now.
All the players are doing it now. And he's one of us, He's like, I'm in a new town. I'm in a hotel. What am I going to eat?
It's 3 a.m. I'm going to order a pizza.
I got to order a pizza.
And that, hey, man, I will always support ordering a pizza.
You will.
Mm-hmm.
There's very few things I see you get super excited about, but I you could be down in the dumps. I'm like, hey, what about pizza? You perk up, dog.
There's a lot of stuff, people these days are hot and cold about a lot of things. There's like the politics thing, and there's like what else are people hot and cold about right now?
Baby hippos.
Oh my goodness, people either love the hippo or they hate the hippo.
They either want more Deng or less Deng.
There's that. They either want mo Deng or less Deng. There's that fat baby penguin. People love the fat baby penguin too.
Yeah, and then there's also the fat penguin on HBO Max.
Yes, I watched that. That was good.
It's very good.
That's surprisingly good. Pretend fat penguin. Let's just say it. Let's not. Colin Farrell didn't take the time to get very fat for this role. And as a fat person,
can we talk about that? They could have just hired a fat person.
Please hire fat people.
I don't like these in shape actors taking roles from actors who've done the work to really research the role,
spend a lifetime,
learn the diet, they learn the habits, and they're like, I'm gonna fully commit, and then they're like, oh, we're just gonna give it to this guy who's in shape, and we're gonna put a suit on him.
Yeah, one of the hottest men in the world. Let's just say it, Colin Farrell, very hot, very attractive man. I'm sure he's been named one of the hottest men in the world. He did the In Bruges, love that movie. Tigerland, great movie.
Yeah, SWAT.
He
was in SWAT.
Did I see SWAT?
Sure.
Is he in the phone booth?
Everyone saw SWAT.
Is he in phone booth?
I think so. Yeah, he's in phone
booth.
Yeah. And it's like if we're going to go down this route, then it's like fine. I guess hire Matthew McConaughey to get super skinny and be a drug dealer in Texas while you're at it?
Yeah, but he put in the work. He lost the weight.
He did put in the work. He did lose the weight.
He put in the work. He lost the weight.
Yeah.
I'll support that.
And it's
Rob
McElhenney, who like actually gained weight
put
for a
in the
couple
work.
seasons of It's Always Sunny, and then he lost the weight. He did the work twice, by the way. People know.
Yes. The best thing about that situation is that when he was asked, like, how'd you lose the weight? His response was, when you're rich, you can do anything, basically, is what he said. Like, I have money to access trainers and dietitians and cooks, and I have free time. Like,
Bryan, I don't know if you noticed, but I've lost a lot of weight recently. And I didn't want to say
because you got the money.
But I got money now.
Because you got money now.
People are like, how'd you lose weight? I got money now.
Check my bank account.
That's how I lost the weight.
As the bank figures go up, the weight figures go down.
Yeah. As the wallet waistband goes up, your waistband shrinks.
Yep. Wallet getting thicker, waist getting thinner. And the ladies is getting thicker too. The amount of them that are coming around.
Yeah. So, just do the work. Once you make money, you can do anything.
I will say this too. For the Fat Penguin on HBO.
Fat Penguin. Can we call him the Ozempic?
When he loses it.
No, let's call him Ozemquin.
But he hasn't lost it yet.
But he's a pretend penguin. Fat penguin.
Ozempic's not pretend fat.
Okay. I've been reading the wrong articles then.
The co-star.
Hold on a second. Ozempic isn't a pill that tricks your body to think that it's taking in more fat, and so it's like freaks out and says, I don't want any of this fat, and gets rid of it. That's not what's happening with Ozempic?
It's a shot that makes you feel fuller and messes with the hormones that make you feel full. It is an obesity cure.
I've been reading the wrong stuff.
Well, yeah, because you're on freaking
4chan?
Yeah. There's a co-star on Fat Penguin who apparently has a stutter, and I don't know if it's real.
Did you call it Bat Penguin?
Maybe I did.
That's what we should call it.
It's also that.
Yeah.
Is he gonna show up?
I don't know. Probably in the last
in episode 1. What is the thing they're talking about that's just happened? Is that from the movie?
Yeah.
From the Robert Pattinson Batman movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dog.
The co-star in that has a stutter. And is that real? As a person who has a stutter, is that real? Or is he faking that too?
Because you got to do the work if you're going to have a stutter. Like,
you got to put in a lifetime of people saying today junior to you when you're in school. You got to go up to your college professors and say, hey, can you not call on me to read in class? I cannot do it.
A bunch of people in your life being like, are you nervous right now?
Oh my God. Your mother saying things like, you just think faster than you can talk.
Yeah.
No, mother. That's not how this works.
That's not how this works. The words aren't coming either, Mom.
It's a whole thing. But let's talk about it. The Penguin.
If you have a stutter, do you stutter during dirty talk and sex?
So a thing is you can, it's for me personally, when you are taking on a character or doing things with emotion, it kind of goes away.
Okay.
Like I don't do it when I'm improvising or doing sketch because I'm like doing something else and it's like taking my mind off of stuff.
And what about the question I asked, the activity I asked?
Similarly
for you?
Yeah. No. I'm not a person that can do that, so I have to take on a character. So usually when in the bedroom I'm doing like a pirate.
And how often do you recognize you catch yourself like, oh wow, I'm not doing the stutter right now? Like on a weekly basis, how often are you like, wow, I'm not doing the stutter right now?
Is that a real question? Or are you asking about the bed? Is this related to the boudoir?
I'm just asking. I'm asking the audiences. I'm being the audience right now. They're thinking it. I'm asking it.
I am lucky enough to only have to notice it when it happens. So I don't notice when it doesn't happen. I notice when it does happen.
And you're talking about the stutter, not sex, right?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. It happens so infrequently that it does happen. I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
And again, you're talking about the stutter right now, right?
Both. Both. Okay. All right. Open up my little diary, write it in there. Okay, today. I wrote this in.
I don't know if the character is doing a real stutter or not. But there's an easy way to find out. Google the actor. And
it seems real.
See when they talk.
It's either the kid is really well trained or it's real. Because if you want to know when it's not well trained, go back and watch a Western from the 50s or 60s. There's always some like like drunk guy going, what, sheriff? And it's like, that's not that.
Or there's like a duck that's like,
there's that too. Yeah, there's like the pig does it too. So fat penguin, fat pig.
That's all,
maybe
folks. How do you get to that's all, folks, from
that is called
isn't that Tourette's?
Sort of, but I think what it is actually it's like
a tick?
Making fun of someone with a disability. It's like making fun of disabilities.
That's what that was?
That's what Porky Pig is doing, yeah.
Porky Pig is making fun of someone?
He's also fat. So
I think his name is Porky.
I think the HBO Penguin is just they took Porky Pig and then split him into two people.
And gave him a scar?
Yeah. They made him a fat guy and they made him a guy with a stutter.
Wow. And now we solved it.
Yeah, so when the show ends, it turns out that they merge into one being, and it's Porky Pig. Just say, "Hey, man, Pod Chef told me that was going to happen."
And when the film screen closes into a circle, and he holds up a sign saying "The End." Just trust. There's no end of credits.
Just
That's
be like Pod Chef. Yeah, there's no stinger. It's over.
That's it. The screen is black now. All right, well, that was 11 minutes. So let's go on to Chefs I Prepared for You. This is a segment we do every week where we talk about what we had for dinner last night. And only last night. Marvin the Martian.
More Warner Brothers.
And we present it as if we're presenting it to the judges on Top Chef.
Also, if you see the cop, Warner Brothers.
Reaves, I wish you had your microphone situation figured out right now to chime in on that. I know you're chomping at that. No, it's fine, Reaves. You don't have to. Don't scream into your mic. We can't hear right now. I know what's going on, but if only he was here to comment on that. There will be a winner. We will not vote because people keep. So this is what people are saying. They think that this is a joke that we're doing. That we're not happy about voting. I'm not voting. Like, I don't know why people don't understand that. Voting's dead.
I'm not allowed to vote.
Well, in some states, I'm not allowed to vote.
Right. State of America.
State of America. So there won't be a vote at the end, but we will just pick who we like. And
that's what you can do, too, in real life.
That's what you can do in real life, too. You don't have to vote. Just pick. Just look. I know it's called going to the polls to vote. Just go to the polls and pick.
And tell the person sitting there who you pick.
Yeah. You say, are you here to vote? No, I'm here to pick.
I'm here to pick.
And they'll be like, okay. I listen to that podcast too.
And if you get a sticker that says, I picked today.
That's us handing that out.
We've made positive change in the world.
Yeah. All right. Chefs I prepared for you. Curry Madras spiced ground beef from the farmer's market, by the way, with ginger and lemon rice and sauteed garlic kale. And I had someone eating it as well. They gave it a fresh review.
You served someone this meal?
Yeah, I gave them one of my poke bowls.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
How much was this beef at the farmer's market?
Okay, let's actually get into it.
I know.
Because this is not the place I normally get.
No, as one shouldn't.
And no, I do traditionally buy all my meat from the farmer's market. This farmer's market is not the one I go to. Oh. And this one was like $7 more than the other place. Ooh. So it's $15 for what I think is a pound.
Wow.
And I was like, yo, dog, is the cow here?
Yeah.
Did the cow have a skill that I'm
Did
not
he
aware
sign
of?
it?
Like why is it $15? Like I can go literally across town and get this at the other farmer's market for $7. Like what's happening here? But it was very tasty.
Could you taste the difference?
Yes.
I saw recently a picture of store ground beef and then like farm ground beef.
Yeah,
and one is like dark and red and kind of like purpley, and one is that like pink store beef.
Oh my god. So yeah, all the farmer's market beef, it looks dark and red and purpley, like you said. Sure. It is not pink like you're seeing in the store. And also, by the way, I don't buy that pink ground beef when I go to the store. Mm-hmm. I buy the natural grass-fed stuff from the counter. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it tastes different too. Like even cooking, I had commented, you can always tell when it's from the farmer's market or from a farm that's local because it just smells different when you're cooking it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I was just surprised because I was at the DuPont Circle Farmers Market. I had never been because I was recording the other podcast. I was already there. So I said, let me go see. I've never been to this one. So last week I'd walked around and I said, okay, well, this week I'm going to go get something. And I had planned to get something to like feed myself for this week before I have to jet set again. And so this was it. And I looked at the prices as I was going up. I mean, they knew they had me on the hook because I was like, what do we got? I walked up to the stand and I was trying to be super confident and chatty. I was like, what do we got? What do you say?
That's what you said? You said, what do we got? What do you say?
They said that in an episode of Seinfeld. I'm trying to shoehorn it in to some kind of interaction in life. And I don't think I used it right.
It didn't work there.
It didn't. But they were like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, you got any ground meat and breakfast sausage? And he was like, yeah, we got it right. And he started slapping. You know how like fishmongers have like fish on ice?
Yeah.
Well, they had all this out on ice, right? Like
it was wrapped up,
packaging.
Though, right?
Yeah, in packaging. Yeah, okay. But he kept slapping it in front of me on the ice as if it was like a fish.
Hey, man. You ever walk down like the street in like Times Square or Vegas too? What are those call guys doing out in front of the strip clubs?
Yeah, with the
slapping the cards.
Yeah, I get that all. I remember that vividly from being stuck in Vegas.
It's audio.
Yeah,
they want you to experience it nasally, visually, audibly.
Yep, and it worked.
And you can't taste it though. That's illegal.
Yeah, I can't taste it.
You gotta pay for more.
Also, wouldn't want to. But anyway, so I got some ground beef from there, and I got some breakfast sausage. And yeah, the beef was amazing.
Is your usual one like near where you live?
Yeah, well, it's in Columbia Heights, so it's not near me, but it's just closer. And it's just a farm. It's a smaller family farm that I'm used to going to. I've been going to them since 2022. So,
damn, I'm like, Jamal, where were you last week?
I actually do. Every time I show back up, they're like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a while."
And I can't feed my kids because you don't come here and you don't spend. Buy our beef.
Okay, what accent are you doing?
I don't know what I was doing.
Okay, because they are just white Americans. They don't have an accent or anything. They're just pure.
I was picturing them as just like, maybe like Italian people fresh off the boat. Like,
it was selling the freaking meats.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to tell a quick farmer's market meat story if I can, really fast. It was more.
Hold on, I'm going to put the timer on. Go ahead.
It's really quick. It's actually a farm stand. It wasn't a farmer's market. I was waiting behind someone. The person in front of me was talking to the person at the counter and was raving about the meat. And they're like, oh, I got to buy more, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
I go up next and I say, hey, what was the meat you guys were talking about? It sounded really good. And the lady said, all of our meat is good. She did not want to make a sale.
Yeah.
I wanted to know specifics. I would have bought it.
What's the meat you like? All of it.
I was like, what are you guys talking about? It sounds really good. She was like, all of it's good. Okay.
Already off on a bad foot. That's 1 star gone. Let's see how many more stars you want me to take off your review.
Yes, you don't want me to buy that.
Yeah. But yeah, when I come back from my jet setting adventures, I will be going back to my regular farm because I was like, at these prices, I can see why that stuff wasn't moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other place I go to usually has a line. And that's why I have to order ahead. Because they're usually people are just ripping through them crates and stuff.
This one's for Jamal.
I just walk up and they hand me a box like a baller. And they're like, here you go. I get my eggs from there too. I don't like going to the grocery store for the eggs anymore. I'm just cutting out. I'm cutting out. You know how they say if you go to a grocery store, you're supposed to shop around the edges? I'm now all the way at the edge of the grocery store because the farmer's market is on the edge of the grocery store.
Not inside of them.
But yeah, if it doesn't work out, I'll just go back and get the expensive meat because, like we said earlier, I got the money. I got the money, dog.
Yeah, you lost the weight, so you got the money. Clearly.
Yeah, I got the money, dog.
Chefs, last night I procured for you.
Come on.
I was gonna abstain. I was fully prepared to come in here and tell you that I don't want to answer the question because it's embarrassing.
Oh, this procurement is embarrassing?
I think so.
Uh-oh.
It's not great. So let me paint you a picture.
This wasn't a sandwich, was it?
No.
Okay.
Worse than that. 1, I'm sick. 2, went to the basketball game yesterday. Got everybody else that are sick, probably. 3, driving home from basketball game.
You drove to the Barclays Center?
Here's what we did. We drove from my house to Jersey City, hopped on the path, took the path to Manhattan, took the MTA to Barclays back, and blah, blah, blah. It was actually pretty good. It worked out really well.
Because you didn't have to drive all the way in there.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. Driving home. You know what sounds really good to me? Popeye's chicken.
Wow.
And so that's what I did. And
now,
I'm not proud of it. And
before
it wasn't
we
even
get
as good. Didn't even hit like I wanted it to.
Well, before we get into what you ordered from Popeyes, did you please tell me you ordered like as if you were ordering for Reverend Hungary?
Like in how I would say it?
Yeah, how? Well, not you, obviously, because you're not Reverend Hungary, but like how Reverend Hungary would order. Did you order that way?
So,
our good friend, the black pastor from the South?
He's white. No, because what I do, here's what I do. So there's a Popeyes app.
I didn't even know there was an app, and I'm black.
Every fast food place has apps.
Wow, I didn't even know there was an app.
Well, you don't eat fast food, so
I know, 'cause I'm
the
rich.
deals in these things, they got deals in these things, Jamal. They got deals.
Yeah.
I don't go to Popeyes very much anymore. Since I've been not such a fat boy anymore, I don't go really ever anymore. What I get, it's called a 2 can dine. That's for 2 people.
For one.
And it's $11.99, and you get 5 pieces of chicken, 2 sides, and 2 biscuits. Now, I don't eat it all in one sitting. It's a meal for another day.
You do in your mind.
But that's how you order it. You put it on your phone, you walk up and you put your phone into the person like you're picking up DoorDash, and it has a number on there, and she types it in.
The number.
And then she says, spicy or regular? And you say, baby, please, spicy, come on.
Oh, there's the Reverend Hungary.
And then she says, what kind of sides do you want? And usually I go 2 fries. Because let's talk about it. The fries at Popeyes are fucking really good.
I love this order so far because it's a 2 for 1, right? Is that what it's called? It's 2 for 1. You get 2 fries.
It's called 2 can dine.
2 can dine. Here's why I like it. Because I assume Carrie's in the car with you.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're ordering. I'll have a 2 can dine and 2 fries. And then you look over. Carrie, what do you want?
She didn't eat anything there. She's vegetarian. She didn't nothing there. But she does like the fries there. Here's something that I've done before. And I don't do this anymore. I'm a little more confident in who I am now as a person. When I used to go to places and order big meals like this, what you do is you pretend like that you're sharing it. So what you would do, and I've done this, this is hand to God. You go to a place, you order what you want. If you're ordering 2 things, you order the first one. And then you go, oh, what did she want again? And then you say what the next thing is you're ordering. I have hand to God done this.
I don't know why. They know.
No, they don't.
You think they don't know? Oh, what did she order again? Yeah, right. Like you're ordering for someone else.
I think she wanted the same thing as me.
Yeah. Oh, did she? You had to think about her ordering a second of the exact same stuff?
And then when you get 1 drink.
Yeah. Wow. That's where you're going wrong. Like, hey, we got another guy ordering 2 orders for himself and only 1 drink.
It's that I've done this for real, but it's that Key and Peele sketch when he's the big fat again.
Oh yeah,
pretending to be fat, ordering the pizza. He's like, hold on, what y'all want?
Yeah. Oh, I've done that pizza order for sure.
They know.
Yeah. They especially.
What do y'all want again?
They especially know me because I've ordered too much pizza before from the same place, and they're like, know me by name. I don't like when the delivery person who comes to your house a lot. Back in the day, back when you actually had to work at the place to deliver, they then were like, hey, Jamal, I don't know you.
I like that.
I don't.
Carrie hates that too. Carrie hates, she doesn't want a relationship with the person that she's getting things from.
I don't know you. So like, don't
but
get
you
that
like when the farmer's guy says your name. That you like.
The farmer guy?
The farmer's market guy. Or girl.
First of all, it's a woman and her family. So it's a woman and her daughter. They know me. But that's different.
Why?
I'm going to them.
But it's still a transaction.
Yes, but they're doing customer service. I'm going to them.
So is he. So is the
They're
driver.
not dropping off food to me.
But it's customer service.
It's not. You're a pizza delivery. Like, you should be, first of all, you're a pizza delivery driver. Your head should be on a swivel in case someone wants to kidnap you or kill you. Which is my mom's real reason for never wanting me to work at Pizza Hut.
She thinks someone's going to kidnap you.
She was worried that I was going to get killed doing pizza delivery.
At
Probably
the
because
most, you'll get stuck up.
Yeah, but I had a smart aleck mouth.
You always give them money. You want to end up like Batman's parents. You try to end up like Batman's parents.
Yeah.
You give them what they want.
Well, anyways, I don't like it with pizza delivery people. That's the one thing I like about DoorDash. None of these people are ever the same.
Never the same person twice.
Never the same person twice.
So this it's insanity. Ooh, we're getting pretty close to the end here. With DoorDash folks like writing notes on bags and things like that say like you need to tip me. And
oh, are we going to talk about tip creep now? Because let's get into it.
Well, no, this is like beyond tip creep. This is like DoorDash drivers are getting like very, very brazen with like there was a video of a woman delivering food, and the woman like gave her cash,
she gave her cash, and she was like, "You should tip me because I could have done something to your food."
Yeah, she there was a card in the thing that said like, "I could have messed with your food. You should tip me."
I love how
ignore that because you gave me money.
Yeah, I love how she didn't just take the card out.
Yeah.
Or I love how the response is, "You didn't tip me, so I'm going to commit a felony."
Yeah. Here's the thing: if you put a
card with my name attached,
you know who I am. Yeah. If you put a card in my food that says you could have messed with my food, I'm assuming you did.
I'm taking a photo of it, and I'm getting a new delivery.
Yeah.
And now, by the way, you've put me off tipping forever.
Yeah, it's not going to make me tip you more.
And this, by the way, is why Black people don't tip. We keep getting these cards. And we're sick of it. And so until people stop leaving these cards at the table, I'm tired of going to a restaurant and like a waiter just slides that card down and says, "You better fucking tip or I'll fucking piss and poop and all kinds of stuff in your food."
You know, I could have pooped in your food.
Yeah. That's what I hate when they whisper that in my ear. I could have done so much to your food.
I was going to poop all in your food.
Look down and to the right. Do you see my crotch? You see the little wet spot? That's because I went to the restroom. I could have not washed my hands.
But I did it.
But I did. Because I said, this guy looks like he'll tip. So I don't need to put my balls in your food.
If I see you in this restaurant again.
If I see you again not tipping, I swear to God, I'm going to take your food order to the bathroom. And I'm going to do unspeakable things to it.
Things that you couldn't do in a church.
Okay, was the meal good for you?
Yeah.
All right.
Want to wrap that up for you?
Yeah. Never take my food in the back when I say wrap it up. Leave it here. Bring me the box. I'm going to pick Reaves.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pick Reaves too. I think it's just the safe play.
I mean, it was a good tray bacon that he made. So
yeah,
it was very good.
Always enjoy it.
He actually
doesn't
did
let
double
the white
duty.
cook out of the salmon.
Yeah. What's it called? The albumin? I think
is that what it is?
I think it's protein. The proteins are being stressed by the heat. Although I will say this, sometimes it happens no matter what, because I cook salmon on very low heat in my oven and it still happened. And I was like, this thing's been in here for 40 days.
I cook salmon in my oven and it seems to never get to temperature, ever. I have to cook it like 45 minutes longer than it says I need to. Do I have a bad oven?
Have you ever actually done a temperature check on the oven?
No.
An actual thermometer?
No.
You should.
Maybe I will.
Don't just trust what it's saying. It's probably not doing that, especially in your house. It's an old house.
It is an old house.
So it probably hasn't had an oven replaced in a while. Maybe the heating elements need to be replaced, You ever think about that?
No.
All right. Well, Reaves is the winner. Good job, Reaves. I don't know what he's doing right there. Okay, he left. He got up and he came back. Oh, yeah, he's wearing a daishiki now.
Oh, wow.
Now that he's won, he's wearing a Rastafarian hat and a daishiki. I guess he's got island fever. We'll be right back after this. Pod Chef. Welcome back to Pod Chef, Season 8, Episode 14. We're getting to the end here. This is Island Fever. We're at
weird name for an episode.
It is, but we're at the Bahamian Club at the Atlantis. Your boy's been there before. I literally have walked past that shot of the fountain that they have in front of it. Literally been there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't get the salt and pepper pork.
Or what?
Sorry, don't get the salt and pepper beef. Or you'll just be disappointed by how much you paid for a bad meal. America's Next Great Restaurant plug starts our little quick fire with the host Lorena Garcia, and it just says Lorena Garcia, investor.
But she's the host too?
Yeah, but I don't know why they put investor. Why didn't they put host?
I don't know.
And what? And like, she's an investor. Is she like pay to be at this Top Chef thing?
Maybe maybe she paid to be here.
So this episode, this quickfire is all about consistency. Bryan, play the clip.
Oh, okay.
This quickfire challenge is about consistency and precision. Anyone can get lucky and make a memorable dish just once, but a great chef makes that dish exactly the same every time.
Consistency is an important part of running a great restaurant because you want to make sure that if you come back for a dish that you enjoyed, that it's exactly the same experience the next time.
The restaurant here is...
Okay. Can you make 100 dishes consistently? Is there a dish in your repertoire that you can make consistently with a good consistency?
No.
No? Okay. I think I could.
You're what? What is it? Pizza?
I could probably make the pizza a bunch. I probably could make rotisserie spiced chicken the same. Like, I could probably make what I make on the regular pretty consistently. It almost always tastes the same. So, like,
In an hour.
Oh, in an hour? That's too much time, dog. I'd be like Tiffany at this elimination challenge. Be like, there's too much time. I had too much time left. That'd be me. So the quickfire challenge, working in teams of 2, and this is where Richard and Mike lock eyes. The chefs had to make 100 identical dishes in 1 hour, and the winner split $5,000. It's not even worth your effort.
No. For an hour's work?
should be splitting $20,000. That
for an hour's work? Come on.
An hour and 100 dishes. So right away, Richard has really no respect for what Tiffany and Tony are doing. Let's play the clip.
Immediately. You got water on?
Coming down. What we're attempting is much more ambitious than what the other team is doing, which we refer to as slice and serve. When someone doesn't really know what to do, seared tuna, put a salad on it. Seared beef, mango salad. Let's go time.
Oh, he's so salty.
Blaze is in his villain era.
He really is. In this last 4 episodes, he really is like, I'm gonna go down with the ship if I have to.
Put a salad on it.
Yeah.
The issue is he doesn't respect anyone here. He thinks and he knows he's better than everyone here.
He not even thinks and knows. He looks around and goes, these challenges should be handed to me.
Yeah. All y'all is my sons.
Like, no matter whatever I decide to touch the fire, you should just be handing me the win so we can get out of here.
Yeah, Let's
go enjoy the beach. Let's stop this foolishness.
This is easy. Mike, so you did mention that Mike and Blaze make eye contact. They team up.
Yep.
The girls aren't mad about this. We cut to Mikey, who then calls Antonia the Black Hammer.
Yeah, which you can't say on TV anymore.
Nobody said it then.
Yeah.
And it's because anyone who teams up with Antonia goes home.
Yeah.
Keep that in the back of your head.
Keep that in the back.
Will the Black Hammer strike again?
And do we need to call it the African American Hammer?
Will the Hammer of Color strike again?
You definitely can't say that. You can't come up with that.
No.
And then get a.
All right, you said it.
Yeah, you can't come up with that and then get a paycheck for that. Can't have
I'll
that.
donate the money.
Yeah, you can't be collecting royalties on the Hammer of Color.
That would be a really good like superhero name though.
Yeah. Who are you?
Or like a wrestler.
Hammer of Color.
HOC.
Yeah.
Big O HOC.
Hawkman.
Hammer of Color. Like the Hammer of Dawn in Gears of War, but it's Hammer of Color.
Hammer of Color. And he has the ability to split light. I don't know. Antonia fires back. Let's listen.
To do pasta in an hour is a feat, but I feel like our plating was much more difficult than scooping bolognese onto a plate.
Try to hit the small.
Damn.
Ooh.
We're getting catty
Yeah,
between Blazy, Antonia, Mike.
The Black Hammer. Can I say? I can say that. The Black Hammer is firing back. She's nailing them.
Continuing again. Yeah, they're all very friendly in the room though. This is all after this has happened. They're all just being like as catty as they want to be. It's all over.
Yeah.
They know who's won.
Yeah.
So they're just like being real. Blaze still looks bad. He's got his goatee going. He looks crazy. He's acting crazy.
That hair.
He needs this win.
That hair is like he's been swimming in like the salt is now just sticking it up.
Yeah, they had to make 100 plates. They had to lay 100 plates out. Oh, and they had to pick two. The judges picked two random numbers, and those are the ones that they ate. Padma picks 2 and 20, which is a special birthday in her family. She says,
yeah.
And the other woman picks what seems like random numbers.
She was born. No, that's in February, so it's a Black History Month birthday. So it's got to be someone black.
I assumed it was her daughter, but maybe I'm wrong.
Is her daughter black?
No. Her daughter
shouldn't be born in
Salman
February.
Rushdie's baby.
Shouldn't be born in February then. That's our month. So.
My sister was born in February.
Yeah, and we know how that worked out. She's got the weakness.
Yeah, I mean, 100 plates. There's a good scene of sweat dripping from Blaze's nose into this food.
Yeah, finally got a nice sweat drop back into the food.
Really get some seasoning here. Really
and
salt
then
it
they
up.
cut to someone eating it and be like, "This one's salty." Yeah, I bet it is.
This one's got the electrolytes. I can taste them.
So Lorena, I don't know why I want to say Sanchez. That's racist. Gave it to the red team, which is Antonia, the Black Hammer, and Tiffany, the Black Nail. And they win the quick fire for $2,500 before taxes. And then we have an elimination challenge, which is basically we're gonna drop you off on an island, and you're gonna have all your ingredients to cook outside. But we also want you to incorporate a conch shell.
First things first. We pull up on a dock. There's a boat and Sammy Hagar's twin, and also Padma in a bikini, and it's just for the scene.
It's just for the scene.
This is skin. This is just clearly skin for the. This is the hey boys. Yeah. Here's okay. You wanted it. You're sticking around. Here's Padma in a bikini because there's no point in it.
This is the Captain America getting out of the pod after getting juiced up. Let's see him jacked Chris Evans scene.
Yeah, she doesn't even get on the boat. Like, I get if she wear the bikini and got on the boat.
Well, if she got on the boat would catch on fire.
Why?
She's so hot.
Okay. My wife's watching this with me. Mikey, of course, says something, and she goes, "He's such a creep." Yeah, that's his thing.
I don't like the way Mike was sitting on the boat. Did you see that? He was sitting with his man spreading vertically.
He did nail that the boat driver is, captain, is Sammy Hagar's brother.
Yeah.
They look identical.
Yeah.
That, of course, Sammy Hagar is from Chickenfoot fame.
We're now a good 20-some minutes into the show. Still haven't seen Tom. I mean, there's a boat, an ocean scene, and we still don't see Tom.
Right?
I thought for sure Tom is out fishing. Tom is fishing. He made them go out close to wherever he's fishing so he can just ride over in a boat.
They come to him.
So they get to this little island that they set aside, and
they run.
Blaze,
they jump in the water really.
Hold on.
Really beautifully, they jump in the water.
Yeah. Blaze jumps out and says, "Storming that beach was like the storm in the beaches of Normandy."
So so those episodes know that there were pillboxes of high caliber rifles shooting and killing the majority of them.
Yeah, you didn't see this on the screen, but there was a lot of other Top Chef contestants who were.
There were several boats that pulled up
that were mowed down,
and the doors would open up,
and then it was immediately like the Saving Private Ryan.
It's Saving Private Ryan.
I
don't like how that instance in time is always referenced.
I don't either, because this one is not funny.
That shit was terrible.
It was terrifying. I think Saving Private Ryan is like the closest movie that's captured how scary that probably was.
I couldn't even imagine. And then the boat's like, "No, keep going."
Yeah, the boat's like, "Turn around, go. Don't stay on the boat. Get off the fucking boat."
No.
Like, I think that movie is like one of the only movies that actually has captured that kind of moment. Like, can you imagine being up front when they do the name calling? Like, you're the last person loaded onto the boat, and they shut the door and go, "We're loading last down."
You're like, "Okay, I'm last in. Good. I don't have to get in." No, motherfucker, we tricked you.
And they're like, "Wait a minute. How do we unload?" "Where you are." "Oh, fuck."
Shit.
That. You know what's even crazier is the old Medal of Honor video game that does the opening
Yeah.
The opening level is that, and you actually play it. And
It's wild.
I remember playing it as a kid and be like, yo, this is nuts.
Yeah.
This is it. Guys, let's talk it out. let's talk it out.
What are we gonna accomplish here?
Why are we doing this? No one on this beach is why we're fighting. Let's talk this out.
Does America say that we won that?
The war or the storming of the beach?
Battle.
I mean, yeah, because the invasion happened.
They just kept throwing people at it.
That's literally what most wars were back then. Jeez. How do you think the Vietnam War, America lost that?
Didn't throw people at it.
Yeah, Viet Cong kept throwing way more people at it.
Yeah, a little more expendable on their side. They thought we would have kept doing it too if the hippies hadn't started getting involved.
These freaking hippies ruined everything.
So they jump in the water very beautifully. Yeah. They all have white T-shirts on.
Yeah, so everyone looks great.
They get their boxes full of crap.
I love
fish, spiny lobster.
Yeah, I love how they're looking around like, okay, where's the conch shells? Where are the conch shells? And then they go, oh, they're snorkeling gear.
There's a box full of snorkeling gear.
And so I just want to say this. So they didn't have the conch shells on the beach, but man, the scouting crew ahead of time, they did a great job because they found a place in the Bahamas that had so many conch shells
just sitting on top of the sand,
literally littered right shortly out of the like 3 feet of water. There's just conch shell after conch shell. I'm like, hey, the scouting team did a great job finding all these conchs.
Why is the conch considered a delicacy and expensive if it's that
so much
easy to get? It's abundant.
It's like the diamond of the sea at this point.
You can't walk in the ocean without
stubbing your toe.
Without slicing your foot wide open on a conch shell.
And if you're Richard, you can't swim in the ocean.
No, Richard can swim, just not very well.
He can't. He could not go down in 3 feet of water and grab a conch and bring it up. Why was he struggling so much?
I don't know. I'm a good swimmer. I'll put that out there, folks. I'm a good swimmer. So when people can't swim, all you doing to swim?
Yeah,
it's easy.
This is also why Bryan doesn't get invited to a lot of black pool parties.
I lead with that. I walk in my pool.
Bryan walks in and goes, how come no one's in the pool?
Then you just get in there and swim. It's easy.
And you just cannonball. You're splashing everyone. Everyone's rolling their eyes like, oh, he had to be invited.
Why do you have the pool? Is what I say.
I love how every time you come up from a cannonball, you scream, DEI.
Diving, enforcement.
Integration.
We're all doing it.
Yeah. So the chefs learn that they had to go get the snorkels and get the conch shells.
It's fine. They're everywhere.
So now the chefs have to cook in their bathing suits, which again is like, why?
Blaze very meanly says no one wants to see Mikey without his shirt, topless. He says no one wants to see Mikey topless,
which
not nice.
I can't say that on TV anymore.
Nope.
You can only say that on 4chan.
And they do.
Tom finally. So Antonia's having problems with the fire because it's very windy, and she can't get the fire to really like get super hot. Which okay. Tom finally arrives in his fishing boat with his friends.
We're having a white party.
They're having a white party. He obviously went to P. Diddy's party.
Mm-hmm. For sure went to a freak off.
Yeah, went to a freak off and then brought his freaks with him.
This is a bunch of white people. White parties.
Can I say something?
Not a white person thing. Yes.
Yeah. Can I say something? Everyone at this party, they're all, they're very wealthy, I'm sure, and they're dressed very nice.
Yacht people.
But they all look like people who spent too much time in the sun. They have like a skeleton-like quality to them, and I find that very creepy when I go to the Bahamas and I see that.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to the Caribbean and I see like older white people who are like clearly been there for a while, their hair is like straw. Like it's very off-putting for me. So I just want to put that out there.
Have you been to a white party before?
Which version?
Both.
Yes.
Jamal's like every improv event I've ever been to is a white party.
Well, about every party at West Virginia University is a white party.
That too, yeah.
But I have been to a white party where you're supposed to wear white.
Which has the stronger rules? Which white party has stronger rules?
The black one. The black one. Because they're checking. They literally were checking people at the door. This is not white, dog. This is beige.
Really?
Yeah. This is beige, dog. Get out of here. Go change.
Go James.
Like,
I don't own white pants. I'm sorry.
yeah. You're like, what do you mean you don't own white pants? See, look at all these niggas. All these niggas got white pants on.
I don't own anything that's linen. I don't own just like cloth, like that nice flowy white pants and shirt. I don't own that.
Did you wait till this weekend to try to buy it? Because we all went out and bought all the white pants in the city. There's no way you're going to get any white pants in this city. You got to go 2 cities over, player. So Blaze hates his Hampton dish, which is sweet potato linguine with conch, but he does fool Tom. Let's listen to that.
You know, it's when you think about making pasta on a beach. I think about it. He didn't buy the pasta. It didn't come in a box. He actually made it on the beach.
But I think it was just raw sweet potato.
No.
Yeah.
He made pasta.
I thought it had a crunch to it.
Really?
I think it's just ribbons of sweet potato.
I know, but I think it's just
It is just sweet potato, yeah.
Oh, wow. Which is cool. Kind of brilliant.
Amazing.
Tom's face
Oh my
when
God.
they correct him and they say,
Don't correct Tom on his own show.
Tom's face. If anyone who thinks I'm joking right now, go back to Peacock Streaming, season 8, episode 14 to this part, and look at Tom's face when he realizes he was about to give praise for making a sweet potato flavored pasta on the beach. Like they had any equipment to do that here. They didn't have a pasta
flour.
Yeah. How do you do it, Tom? So his face when he realized how stupid that sounded, he looks so angry.
He should feel stupid. It was really stupid. But you don't call him out on his own show.
Yeah, you don't call him out. You just let it go.
I think it pissed him off, and I did think he used his power later because he's the only one who says that Tiffany's soup is too sweet.
Yeah,
no one else agrees.
Yeah, and he says it after the elimination.
Yes,
which we have not heard him say a reason why.
No,
when someone's eliminated,
it seems like he's saying it to Padma.
Yeah,
it seems like she's like, "What? Why did you send him home?" And she's like, "It was too sweet." And she's like,
"It was just too sweet."
No one else thought
and he says,
that.
"For me."
He says, "For me." Yes,
it was too sweet for me.
Yeah,
and Padma's like, well, wasn't too sweet for us.
I had a vote.
Yeah, and Padma's literally thinking, I swear, you got like 16 more seasons with me.
And you keep doing this shit like 15, 16 more seasons, and I'm out of here. I'm going to get a show on Hulu.
I'm going to get a show on Hulu and do
a
some
brawl
UCB.
line. I'm going to go to UCB. I'm going to get a brawl line, and I'm going to get a show on Hulu.
I'm going to show you.
Get a book.
I'm never have to deal with you white guys again.
Shut your ass up. Gail, you're staying.
So Antonia makes seared snapper with conch tartare, which is very spicy, and it's called Bahamian style because it has seasoning on it. And then Tiffany serves her coconut chowder, which was cold, and they're like, "Is this supposed to be cold?" And they weren't sure, but Tiffany was already in her head about her dish. She was like, "Oh, I've let it sit for too long. You know, the flavors might change in the soup," and maybe they did. I don't know if it's supposed to be cold.
She said it was. She said it was supposed to be warm soup with cold element on top of it. But then, of course, she kept saying it got very windy. They were on the beach.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So we get to judges table. You just want to. I mean, Mike wins, and I love his inability to just take a win in stride. He touches Blazes on the shoulder as he's walking out, as if he's like, "Hey, you see that? You see me? You see me win?
Hey, pal, maybe next time, huh?"
Blaze makes a face like,
"Keep at it."
The face Blaze makes is like, "How did I lose?"
Blaze is for sure gonna piss on Mike while he's sleeping.
Yeah. Well, no. Here's what's gonna happen. Blaze is gonna take him out to a restaurant. He's gonna go talk to the staff and say, "I don't plan to tip." Wink, wink.
Blaze is gonna go to. He's gonna write anonymous letters to newspapers and say that Mikey sexually assaulted him.
Yeah.
Or that was doing things, because I'm sure Mikey would say things like, "You know, when I'm in the kitchen, all the girls love me and I can just touch them." And Blaze is like, ding ding ding. Hello. CNN.
Let's play Mike.
I do want to note that they do tell Blaze that some of his lobster was undercooked, which he says, which I don't think is true. He says, "I don't think that's right." Doesn't believe the judges.
It's like, "Hey, Blaze, you were cooking on a makeshift fire, so
no,
might have happened. May have happened."
Nope.
Blaze,
Nope. Perfect.
Blaze, down boy.
I will kill myself if you say that.
Michael, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm just so happy right now. I got 2 down and 2 to go, and I'm ready to kick ass. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody. I'm showing Blaze that I can compete with him and even beat him. It's hard to celebrate when you're alone. Maybe it wasn't a fluke that I kicked Mike Cottagio's ass. Maybe I am a different chef right now. You know, I'm ready. I want to be top chef. Cheers.
God has other plans, I think. So, Mike wins, and then we return back, and they send Tiffany home.
Tiffany, please pack your knives and go.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure. It hurts, of course. I hope to see all of y'all in Dallas one day. I feel like the dish was a good dish, but I was outcooked, and that's the bottom line.
Because that's all.
And then this clip cuts off before we hear it because I wasn't aware he was going to do it because I was trying to just get a clip. But Tom then cuts in and says, the soup is just too cold for me.
It was just too sweet for me.
Too sweet for me.
Too sweet for me.
Too sweet. And if they
I don't care what you guys say.
Yeah, if they did a wide shot, everyone's looking at him like, this guy
like
goes to
this
one
soup.
white party, starts acting brand new, not even wearing a hat outside today. So yeah, Tiffany's eliminated, and now the final stage is set. The final 3 competitors. We got Mike, Izzy, Bella. We got Richard, the Fires Inside, Blaze, and Antonia. I don't know her last name. So, that's the stage that's set, and what do we have? 2 episodes left in the season, or 1?
LaFazzo. I think just 1.
Well, the finale's coming up next week then.
Or maybe 2. I don't know. We'll see.
1 or 2, and then we're going to close the chapter on this, and then hopefully we'll start season 9 and have some guests return to talk about some Top Chef stuff. Who knows?
We'll see. Who knows?
Who knows?
Not me. Oh, we didn't talk about what we're doing with our money. No,
What do you
we'll
mean,
do it next
not
week.
you? What was that? What do you mean, not you? Are you quitting?
Like, I don't know. What?
Are you quitting?
I'm getting replaced, aren't I?
Dog. As soon as I can find
As
someone.
soon as I can.
You should be playing the outro right now.
I couldn't get to it. I tried to get to it, but I couldn't get to it fast enough.
These are the things
Because you
your
send too many
replacement-
clips.
This is the thing your
You
replacement
send too
would be
many
doing.
clips.
Okay?
And I have to scroll backwards.
I wouldn't be hearing this from your replacement. They'd just be doing it. They'd be on it. So we are hiring. So if you'd like to be third mic and get this treatment, please pack your knives and come to the show. We'll see you next week.
This was fun. This is great, guys. You guys got something here. This is fun.
Nice.